It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers. It looks like it's time for another Penultimate show. That's right, fellas, it's me, Bork's Clicking Rib, back here with the Week 8 edition of the Penultimate Show. Big week last week, some big matchups. The leaderboard is really starting to kind of come together. There's stories to be told.
And you truly feel like you're going inside the video game.
Whoa. Did you hear that, Beavis?
Oh, yeah. He said, feel like you're going inside.
Let's take a look, shall we, at those results from Week 7. Taking a look at our first matchup from Week 7, you had me, Bork's Clicking Rib, going against Slit Sheets. And I thought Buffalo would be my savior, but they pitched 8 points. I take the loss in a low-scoring affair. Sheets, you win at 107-94. You improved to 2-5. Your season is not dead yet. I dropped to 3-4. Next, we had Exprimo going up against Bane's Biscuit Bandit. And Bane's been very dominant, but here he squeaked out the victory against Exprimo. Bane goes to an impressive 6-1. Exprimo, you dropped to 4-3, still in pretty good shape. Next, we had Delayed Hesitation going up against the West Coast Bork. And it continues. Ever since West Coast Bork beat me and won the highest point total, he continues to lose by a huge margin. Delayed Hesitation, you get a big win this week. You improved to 3-4. West Coast Bork, you dropped to 1-6. Next, Denton's Erectile Dysfunction, surprising no one by maintaining his flaccidity against Lee Mack, who scores 171 points. Lee, you know what that means. It means you got the $15. You the best.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
And you know that it is true. Well done, Lee. You improved to 4-3. Denton, you dropped to a disappointing 0-7. Next, we had Joel's best effort going up against Mojojo. And Mojojo's starting to feel the juice. You see, they've made a trade to try to improve their team. They get a big win there, 121-99. Mojo Jojo improves to 4-3. Joel's best effort still in it, folks, at 3-4. Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, you went up against Nogalito's way. And Nogalito has found his stroke again. Another strong scoring performance from Mr. Robinson. I don't think there's a more consistent team in the league, but Nogalito getting the big win with 159 points. He improves to 4-3. Mr. Robinson, you drop to 3-4. Still very much in this thing. Team GPT, you went up against the Shame Wagon. And the Shame Wagon, look, as I predicted, the wheels are falling off. Actually, the wheels are behind the wagon at this point. It's Kessler in the front, pulling this wheelless wagon, dragging it now mere inches. They lose to GPT. GPT only scored 102 points. They get the victory. They improved to 5-2. Shame Wagon, you dropped to 4-3. In my opinion, on your way to 4-4. Next, we had Schroot's middling beats going up against the Golden Gremlins, the defending champions. Look, this was Schroot's kind of last try at something this season, and it did not work out. You see, they've gone to the trade market. Golden Gremlins, you get the big win. You're 6-1. Schroot, low, hanging out down there, looking consolation bound at 2-5. And finally, Vino Labertino, our first place team, went up against Dan's dazzling team. And Dan, you were impressive. Your point total would have beaten a lot of teams, but just by a squeaker, Vino wins 123.35 to 122.90. I think that's our closest match of the week. Vino, you improved to 6-1. Dan, you dropped to 3-4. And gentlemen, those were the matchups back in week 7.
He said those glasses make you feel like you're going inside a video game. Let's try 'em, Beavis.
I've always wanted to, go inside a video game and eat some coins and kick Luigi in the nads. Yeah, that would be cool.
How does this impact the standings? You know, here we are through 7 weeks. We're getting a picture of who might be making each bracket of the playoffs. Taking a look. Vino, Bane's Biscuit Bandits, and Golden Gremlins, you guys are all 6-1, okay? You've all got strong point totals. Of course, Vino's got the highest point total of you, but you guys are in great shape. Team GP2, you're 5-2. You're in 4th. You're also looking very strong. Next, we had Nogalitos Way in 5th. And we got Lee Mack in 6th, Mojo Jojo in 7th, and in 8th we've got the Shame Wagon, although they're steadily moving down. Now all of you guys were 4-3. You 8 would make the top bracket of the playoffs if it was over right now. In the consolation bracket, Exprimo, you're 4-3, you're in 9th. And then we see we've got Mr. Robinson, Dan's dazzling team, Bork's clicking rib, delayed hesitation, Joel's best effort. You guys are 3-4. And then you've got in 15th, Shroot, Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets in 16th. You guys are 2-5. The bottom 8 teams would make the consolation bracket if the season was over today. And then, of course, West Coast Bork and Denton's Erectile Dysfunction are bringing up the rear. They would not make the playoffs. Those are the standings as of week 7.
Whoa.
Whoa.
These graphics are amazing.
Wow.
It looks like we're really in some kind of a mall or something.
Yeah, it looks just like real life, but it's a little bit darker.
Pick 'em. Pick 'em. Let's see how the pick 'em went, shall we? Throw that up there. Take a look. Not a huge week, in terms of ebbs and flows. A lot of 7 points, a lot of 6 points. Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets, you maintain your lead at 45. You're in the lead by 2 over Delayed Hesitation, who has 43, and you're ahead by 2 over Team GPT, who has 41. You guys would be 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Underneath, Lee Mack and 40, a number of teams at 39. There's a 38, a 37. Hey, look at the bottom. Dan, you're within 1 point of not being in last, despite not picking for 2 weeks. You're doing a great job, Dan. Those are the pick'em, guys. It's a lot of fun.
It really is realistic.
It sure is, Beavis.
Let's go, look at stuff up close.
And now we slide those shells into the old shotgun, and we get ourselves ready for week 8. Let's take a look at the matchups. Our first matchup, we've got Bork's Clicking Rib going against Schroot's Middling Beats, and I like my chances. Schroot has started to trade off. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm 3-4. If I don't win this, we're in trouble. This is a must win for the Clicking Rib. I urge you to pick me. Next, we've got Exprimo going up against Vino Labertino. Exprimo's 4-3, right? They would love to get that 5th victory. Vino, you just squeaked out one last week. Can you regain that dominant victory style? We'll have to see. Can you get your 7th victory? Next, Delayed Hesitation. You're going up against Nogalito. Nogalito just scored 150 points. You got the win too, Sean, but this is going to be a big matchup. You would love to get to 500, and Nogalito would love to get back up into that top section of the playoffs with a 5-3. Next, we've got Denton's erectile dysfunction. Need I say more? Going up against Joel's best effort. It looks like it's a bye week for Joel. I don't think we're going to get a single team picking Denton. Denton trying to get his first victory. Joel trying to get to 500. Next, Baines, Biscuit, Bandits. You're going up against the defending champion Golden Gremlins. What a match this is going to be. Both of these squads, 6-1. One of these squads guaranteed to have their 7th victory and perhaps control of first place in the league, depending on what happens in other matchups. I can't wait to see what happens. Next, Lee Mack. You're going up against Sheet Slitter Slit Sheets. Sheet Slitter, who just got the victory over me. They're trying to put something together and salvage this season. Remember, Sheet Slitter was the champion in year 1. Lee Mack, you're trying to get that 5th victory. Next, Mojojo, you're coming off a big victory going against my cousin, the West Coast Pork. Unless West Coast somehow manages to recapture that magic, I can't see any other conclusion than Mojo Jojo getting his 5th victory. Mr. Robinson, Mr. Consistent Scorer, going up against Team GPT. I think, Nick, that this week belongs to you. GPT is playing strong, but they don't have that consistency of point output that you do. I think your record should be a lot higher than it is presently at 3-4. Team GPT, you're looking for your 6th victory. And finally, the Shame Wagon, going up against Dan's dazzling team. Dan, I know you can't wait, can you, Dan? You get your chance to play Captain Bye Week, the Shame Wagon. Shame Wagon's looking really good in the draft next year. They've got a lot of picks, but I think the pundits are going to be wondering for years how he could sell off all his talent when he had such a good record. I don't know. I can't wait. I like stories. I like intrigue. Those are the matchups, boys, for week 8.
It looks just like a real guy.
And his butt looks just like a real butt. Wow, this technology has really come a long ways, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, and you can even interact with it.
Wrap it up, tie a bow on it, put the paper on the side, make it look all pretty. That's our week 8, okay? It's going out there, and all of us are gonna take part in the goodies as we see each other out there on that field.